Right. Okay, let's move very quickly now and then talk wrestling. It was very good for Nigeria in Alexandria, Egypt, because our wrestlers went there and they won the African Championship in Alexandria. It was excellent for Team Nigeria. Let's not waste any more time. Daniel Igali, the president of the Nigerian Wrestling Federation, is online to us from Abuja. The team returned from Alexandria today, this afternoon, and the president is waiting to talk to us online. Let's quickly go to Abuja and catch up with Daniel Igali and find out exactly what he has for us, the story of the success in Egypt. Champ, Daniel Igali, thank you for joining us on Sports Tonight. I want to start by asking you, Daniel, what is the implication of what we were able to achieve in Alexandria, Egypt over the weekend? What is the implication for Nigeria and our participation at the Olympic Games in Rio?
Well, first of all, thank you for having me on your program tonight. It's been a lot of stress over the past 2 weeks, but finally it worked out very well. We went to Egypt, Alexandria for the African Championships. We went with 12 athletes. We won 4 gold medals, 3 silver, and 3 bronze medals. The implication is that we have been able to gain slots for the Olympic qualifiers. And the Olympic qualifiers is between Oceania and Africa, which comes up from the 1st to the 4th of April. So we can take about 10 athletes to go and possibly qualify those weight classes for the Olympics.
Fantastic, fantastic. But then there is still some hurdles to cross, which is the main qualifiers in Algeria, as you said, from the 1st of April to the 4th of April. How are you going to get ready for that one, particularly with the issue of funding? I followed the stories, and I gathered that the National Sports Commission, through the Honorable Sports Minister, Solomon Dalong, played a very crucial role, commendable role, in helping you guys go to Egypt.
Yes. When we were having issues, I complained to him and he asked me to come to Abuja. And we had a meeting of the top hierarchy of the National Sports Commission, including the permanent secretary of the Ministry of Youth and Sports. And we discussed, and the minister approved for us to go to the African Championships and also for the Olympic qualifiers in Algiers. The only unfortunate thing we had was we didn't have funds, so we had to rally around to try to go. Be that as it may, we have gone and come back. But I really want to commend the minister especially for his magnanimity and for his uprightness. He saw us and immediately worked on it, because he probably may have had reports that didn't favor us, because apparently he had been told that an athlete had qualified and that was enough for us to go. But when we explained to him that we still had qualifiers and we had the potential to qualify a lot more people, he was very proactive and did what he was supposed to do, and I'm really grateful to him.
Well, so from what you're telling us now, Daniel Igali, there shouldn't be any problems with funding for the Algerian qualifiers. The National Sports Commission will pick the bills. Is that what you are confirming to us right now?
Well, we're hopeful that the Federal Ministry of Sports, Youth and Sports has approved money for the tournament. Our prayer is now that the money is there for us to go to that tournament. As we speak, that is what we're hoping. But the minister has been very supportive. The National Sports Commission has been very supportive, and I want to stress that point.
Before we allow you to go, Daniel, how are you going to get ready for Algeria now? The athletes are back. You are giving them some days off. What's the program like for you to get these athletes, these wrestlers in excellent, tip-top shape to go to Algeria and finish off the job?
Well, you know, we were in camp in Bayelsa for a month, and also in Cross River State. The Greco-Roman athletes were in Cross River State for about a month. So we need to allow the athletes to go back to their states for about 3 or 4 days to catch up with their families. Some of them are in school, to catch up with their schoolwork, get their notes and homework done. And then by the weekend, they're expected to come back to Abuja, and we're going to have 2 weeks of very solid camp before we go to Algiers. But I can tell you that I have no fears about our qualifications. I am very confident that our athletes will go to Algiers and make Nigeria very proud.
Well, that's what we love to hear, Daniel Igali. And we must also commend you for your tenacity and for not giving up when it looked like funds were not going to come. We wish you the best as you get ready for Algeria. And once again, we congratulate you. And we hope that these athletes will do what you did a few years ago. That's go to the Olympic Games and make it gold. Make it gold for Nigeria.
I always laugh. I always laugh when you talk about gold medals because I keep reminding everybody that Canada has been at the Olympics since 1902. And it was a certain Daniel Igali that won gold for them in 2000. Canada had never won a gold medal. Canada had never won a gold medal in wrestling till 2000. That tells you the difficulty in winning an Olympic gold medal. But that is our aim. We're hoping that somehow we are going to come about that. We're praying, and the athletes are very determined to do that, and we hope something will happen.
Thank you, Daniel, for speaking to us on Sports Tonight. We wish you all the very best.
Thank you for your support. Thank you very much.
All right, that's Daniel Igali. I mean, that's an amazing story. The first ever gold medal for Canada at the Olympics in wrestling was won by this guy. Now he's the president of the Nigerian Wrestling Federation, and we hope that that same, luck, aura can transform to our athletes, and they can just do the impossible in Canada. But guys, before we wrap up this segment, let's before I come to get your opinion on all of these issues, let's quickly talk athletics now, and tell you that the AFN, that's the Athletics Federation of Nigeria, are also getting ready for the IAAF World Indoor Championship that will be taking place in the United States of America. And they have released the names of the athletes that will be representing Nigeria at the IAAF World Indoor Championship in the United States. Ogo Ogene Eguero will be competing in the 60 meters. Remember, it's indoors. Stephen Buzia will compete in shot put. Tosin Oke will compete in the triple jump. Patience Okon George will compete in the women's 400. The trio of Rayokan Orukwe, Chidi Okeze, Adekunle Fasasi will compete in the men's 400 meters. Samson Nathaniel, Noah Aku, Henry Okorie, Abiola Anokoya are listed as well in the 4x4 for men. And for the women, we have Patience Okon George, Regina George, Omolara Bangboshe, Ada Benjamin, and Tamika Jameson will be competing for the women. The championship will start, on the 17th of March. It's already close by, and it will end on the 20th of March at the Oregon Convention Center in the United States of America. So we wish Team Nigeria the best of luck. Any kind of preparation for the Olympics is welcome, and any kind of good result will be motivation for Team Nigeria. So we wish them the best of luck, and we hope they can come back with something positive to talk about.